Hello, everybody. Welcome to Psychic Psychic Medium Toni Greene. I'm Toni Greene, and I will be doing 30 minutes worth of worst intro ever. Can't remember the name of the show. Can't remember what I'm doing. Okay, no. I'm going to be taking questions, connecting people with their loved ones, helping you on your path, hopefully. And you know what? Along the way, we'll do some clearings, help you clear some things out of your life that are no longer working. Hopefully this is what the show is going to look like today. So, welcome everybody on YouTube. I'm streaming live on YouTube so it can be aired on WSCS for my TV show, Psychic Medium Toni G. Every time I say or I feel like this should be a college drinking game at this point because my words are so bad. Don't use it as a college drinking show though. Game. See, right there, right now. Okay, enough. Let's get it together. Boom. So the first clearing I want to do, we are going to start with clearing of being stuck and moving forward in whatever area of your life. It's a very interesting dynamic that all of us are going through. So we need to be able to move forward with work, relationships, finances, whatever that looks like. And I believe everybody has $1 million idea inside of them. I believe everybody has $1 million business or something inside of them that will take them to where they want to be, whatever that is, however that looks for you. So the first clearing I want to do is for being stuck. And I'm going to do that right now. Whew. See right there. So much better. So much calmer. See right there. We are just energy. We are. And that energy is either flowing us in the direction we want to be or letting us be stuck in a place we don't want to be. And again, relationship, love, career, finances, major areas of our life where we sometimes have difficulty moving forward for whatever reasons. Sense of security, a false sense of security, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But we have to get past that because beyond the wall is the riches, right? Beyond the wall of being stuck, of the illusion of what you thought it was or is, what you think it is, are the riches. And this doesn't have to only mean abundance-wise. The riches of what you really want, meaning the love you really want, the career you really want, the business you really want, the life you really want. But if you're in something that for whatever reason isn't fulfilling you, it isn't making you happy, it isn't, at the end of the day, you're questioning why or what? Why am I in this? Why am I going to this job? Why am I broke? I don't know what your why is or what. What am I doing? What the heck am I doing? What the heck am I thinking? What the heck, right? What the heck is going on here? Why am I in this place, in this situation, in this thing that is making me question anything about my life? because we all have these really amazing, absolutely amazing lives. We're supposed to. That's why we're here. We're not here to suffer. We're not here to question things. We're here as energetic beings to go with this beautiful energetic flow. But when we get caught up in something that is a non-energetic match, yeah, that's the word, thank you, we end up almost going against the grain or being in a very chaotic energy. Okay, so we need the job, we love the person, but we don't love the circumstances. We're in this situation where there's a paycheck, but that's all there is. You're not happy at work, or there's this person you love, but they might not feel the same about you, or you don't think they feel the same. You don't really know their feelings, or you just don't feel the equal give and take. You don't feel them being invested. You don't feel your work being invested in you. You don't see the payout. You don't see the happy ending. I mean, isn't that what we're all hoping for? The happy ending, no matter what that looks to each and every one of us. And it doesn't always, like, I'm not a person who necessarily believes in marriage or staying at a company until you retire and you have this pension, because I believe we change. We want different things. We want to be able to flow with whatever it is. But when you're in the moment of something, when you are totally in the moment of something, a job, a career, those are not the same things. Okay, seriously, they are not the same things. But a job, a career, a relationship, when you're in it, it should feel good. It should feel good all the time. I mean, yeah, there are little hiccups and everything, but if it's not fulfilling, what are you doing? Seriously, I mean, there are millions of jobs, even with everything going on in the world. And here's my thing. If there's not a job, create a job. I can't tell you the number of jobs I've created for myself. My mom created for herself. My friends are all entrepreneurs or independent contractors. We're all free-flowing beings. If you're in a relationship and it doesn't feel right, and I'm going to tell you, a lot of people call me and they are, first, this is my biggest piece of advice. Don't call me and ask if your person is cheating on you. Don't waste your money. Hire a private investigator and find out. Because after that, is my man cheating on me? Is my woman cheating on me? The next question is, with who? Where do they look like? Where do they meet? What are the, oh my God, I don't want to know all of that. I don't want that in my energy. I don't want to see it. Honestly, sometimes I get, hire a private investigator. That's what they do, okay? But back to this. If you are in a situation that doesn't feel right and you've tried to fix it, you gotta fly. You have one life. One that, you know, the next life you won't remember this one. The past one you don't remember. The next one's completely different dynamics for purposefully. So if it doesn't feel right, if you're not getting the love, and that's what it's all about, folks, love. If you're not getting the love that you want, and nobody has the right to tell you the amount of love you deserve or should have. What your vision is, what you want is valid. What the other person wants is valid. And if the two of you aren't coming together on that, it's time for you to fly. Okay, now, the same goes for career. If what you want in your job or your career is not presenting, find one that is. I know people who are happier delivering Amazon or Uber than, Uber Eats, not Uber driving people around, like delivering food, than they would be working at what is like a let's just say, I don't know what I'm so out of touch with what jobs are these days, but like a desk clerk at someplace. So here's my thing. Here's my thing of the week. If you are stuck, it's your choice. And I know, don't send me emails telling me I'm wrong. I don't care. I won't read past the first sentence. I won't. If you send me death threats too, I just pass them on to the police. So there's that. I don't care about your death threats. If you don't like what I say about masks or the fake thing going on in the world right now, if you want to send me a death threat, I just pass it on to the police. That's fine. I'm sorry you're so unhappy you have to threaten somebody with death. You're in such a state of fear. Like, I'm so afraid of something you said. I'm going to threaten your life. Oh my God, get over it. Really get over it and move on with your life. Seriously. I just pass all that shit. Oh, sorry. I pass all that poop right on to the police. So go ahead. There's that for you. And you better hope, if you did threaten my life, you better hope nothing happens to me, because you might catch a case you didn't cause. So there's that. I mean, think, folks, think. Really think about it. Seriously. Watch your words. Watch your messages. Be mindful. But back to this. If you are in a situation where you are not happy, no matter, I'm gonna tell you this. It may be really difficult to leave somebody you love, but it's gonna hurt for a lot longer staying with someone that doesn't fulfill you, that can't or won't give you what you deserve. Right? I mean, think about that. Because when you leave, there's a certain period of time where you recover, right? And then it's over, and then you find somebody who really does love you or who can treat you better, right? Staying with them just prolongs the pain that you're already in, that feeling of discontent within you, that not being in the flow of energy. And the same with a job. In a career, if you're in something that isn't making you happy, where you're complaining and compromising more than you're happy, jump, find something and go. If you have to deliver something like Uber Eats, or I'm not working for Uber, by the way. I'm not. That's what's popping in my head. I don't know why. That gives you freedom. That gives you the ability to work when you want, how you want, or just find another position that makes you happy, that you don't complain, that you don't feel like you're compromising or selling your soul to the big man. Oh, start your own business. I always tell everybody, the best thing you can do for you is start your own business. You'll finally understand why the boss is making all the choices that they're making, all the decisions that they're making, and you'll have all the freedom that you want and be able to run it the way, if this was my company, this is the way I would run it. Okay, do that. Go do that if that's what's going to make you happy. But don't be unhappy in your situations of love, career, finances. Don't. Life is way too short. There are millions of jobs and millions of people out there. If you're not with the person you feel like is right for you, leave that person and then find somebody else. Don't piggyback people. That's bad karma. That's really bad karma. But if you're in a career or a job that doesn't feel right for you, leave and find one that does, or find one that does and then leave. And if you've always wanted to start your own business, start a business. Nobody's stopping you except for you. You're the only person in control of your life. You. That's it. Bottom line, you. So either you're acting on faith or you're acting on fear. Okay? If you're acting on fear, stop. I mean, seriously, fear is an illusion of something that's never ever happened in your life yet. Go with faith. There's always something else. And maybe the next career doesn't work out, but the one after that might or will. Okay? Trust me, there is so many opportunities in this world. So many opportunities in this world. There really are there are millions of single people looking for somebody good that just wants love. Trust me, I get a lot of those emails too. Interesting. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go to the show now. If you are watching on YouTube, I take callers at 845-277-9131. So if you have a question you would like to ask, I'm sorry, I cannot read the tiny print on the live chat, so I really apologize for that. But call in 845-277-9131. I'm going to switch over now to the switchboard, and I'm going to take the first caller, 805. Hey, 805, how are you today?
Oh, hi, Toni. This is Donna from California. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, you always sound good. You have such an upbeat personality.
Oh.
I wanted to ask you, if I was going to meet someone and meet a guy, I'd like to get married one day, and if finances are going to improve for me also. I feel abundance is coming in, and I had a vision of God, and so I think something good's coming in for me, and I want to know what you were picking up, please.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. And again, like I just said, there are people all over looking for love. And it's a matter of, are we receptive? Are we ready to let that in? Are we, here's the biggest question I'm getting for you, and it's kind of funny. When somebody approaches, do we start going, oh, I don't like that, or, oh, I'll bet you they, or, we start we start making those things in our head that start telling us it's not going to work out because of this least little thing about the person. So one of the things I'm getting for you, Donna, is you really, we have, those little excuses that come up, like, oh my God, they're being too intense right now, or too, whatever. That's something that's saying, I'm afraid to take the next step. I'm afraid of getting close to this person. So instead, I'm going to look for flaws in this person so that I can have a justifiable reason to keep myself at bay. So what I'm going to do for you, everybody listening, everybody re-listening, this is a biggie. Let's heal. Let's clear and heal past relationship hurts and traumas. There we go. So we're going to, that's a biggie. And I do encourage you to listen and re-listen to this so that you can, if it doesn't all come out in one layer, it'll come out in the second or the third layer. Because anybody who's been in one relationship has, and even the relationships with our families, we carry that stuff that happened over into personal love relationships and partnerships. And then we end up being in that place where we are, the things that happened, we don't want somebody, let's just say like our brother. I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good example. We don't want somebody like our brother or like our whoever, and we want to be in that space where we are, having somebody so much healthier, but we have to be healthier. Because we're going to show up as we are. We're going to show up with all our traumas, all our hurts, all of our insecurities, and we're going to present that to the person also. So we have to start healing our stuff too. We have to take a certain amount of responsibility, heal our stuff, and at that point, the person who comes in will be just as healthy and just as ready for a commitment as we are. I have this funny story where it's actually not funny. I would always say, I can't meet a guy who wants a commitment, but I had been proposed to 3 times. A little bit of projecting going on there. And I never, it never clicked. I was so that's not funny. I should not laugh at that. Oh, I apologize to all of the guys. Jeez, I'm so sorry. I should not be laughing at this on air. And I'm not laughing that I rejected the proposals. I'm laughing because I was projecting my not being ready for a relationship onto them. And then the table flipped. I finally met someone that I was ready for a relationship with, and that person was not ready. So, I mean, it's a very tricky thing. So the biggest thing I'm getting for you right now is to look at those things that really make you say, yes, I do, or no, I don't want a relationship. And I really would say it might be time to list the things. Now, I normally wouldn't say this, but list the things you don't like about your past relationships and don't like about people who come in, and really dig deep inside of yourself to find out where that sits in you, because I think that is going to be the answer to your own question. And it's really important that we do that inventory too, because what we don't like is something that needs to be healed all the time. So that's what I would recommend for you, Donna. Thank you so much for calling in. I'm so grateful. I love hearing your voice, and I love being able to connect with you. I'm going to go straight away to the next caller, who is 310. Hello, 310. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thank you for taking my call. I didn't think I was going to get on. But you know what? Today is my birthday, so maybe I am lucky.
Happy birthday. And you are. You are. So how can I help you?
Thank you. I am, it was so relevant what you talked about before regarding your own business. So I have a business I'm launching, and I'm just waiting to hear word on 2 investors that are just so key to helping me get launched. So that's my question. Will I hear pretty soon?
Yes. And actually, okay, so here's what I'm going to say to you. Okay, first of all, there is going to be what I like to call a little hiccup. And sometimes what this means is that it's not the right person, the right time, or the right place, and you just have to find a better option. It doesn't mean it can't happen. It means there's a better choice. So what I would like to say to you is, no matter what you hear, you're going to be put in the direction you need to be in, or you're supposed to be in. And I want to tell you, the business that you're about to start, Archangel Rajiel is divinely guiding this for you, bringing you into alignment with those things that are needed for you to be successful in this business, those things that are going to put you into that place that you need to be in for this. So anything that comes in that might at first look like it's not going to be the best answer, or that the answer is not as clear, or the answer that you want, it's not a no-go. It's a no-go with this specific person or company. There's a better one right around the corner that you may not have even known about when you first started this. So it's really important to be in that place where you're willing to look for the next one. And don't give up, because this is a divinely guided endeavor that is going to take you exactly where you want to be and give you everything that you want. And it's really important. We need more entrepreneurs now than we ever have. So, and again, I cannot, seriously, I cannot stress this enough. If you have an idea, a book, a music, whatever it is you have inside of you that you want to do it. Even if it means you start small and go into something big. And I think one of the mistakes that people make when they're first starting a business is they believe they need the best of everything, this huge space with all, they start the business as though they're already a multi-million-dollar business. And I do believe in the law of attraction, but I also believe in the law of finances and what's real right now. And I say grow with it. Grow with it. Start where you are and have the vision of where you want to be. Don't, there's two things. Don't say, I need X amount to get started. That's never true. It's never true. There's always another way, another day, a better way. And don't say, I need to have this huge, grandiose vision when I start this business. Like it needs to be this, and this. Again, that's not necessarily, you can't bankrupt yourself before you even get started. And if you're taking out, so many loans or so much funding to get it to look like this, and some businesses, there are definitely a ramp up period or an amp up period to that growth, to getting you to that financial place where you can survive and thrive. So if you need to start on a smaller scale, don't let that be the thing that slows you down or stops you. Keep your big vision in play while you're working from this other place. And I can't stress that enough. For somebody who's listening needs to know that. Somebody who's listening really needs to understand that. You're not going to finish where you start. You're starting here. It's just a starting point, and then work to what you want it to be. That's the way most people do business. No, maybe not on their third or fourth business. I know a lot of men, a lot of people who own their own businesses. And in their first business, it did start like this. And then they build that business and sell it, and then build that business and sell it, and then build that business and sell it. So by the time they hit their fourth or fifth business, yeah, they could start it like this because they had their pocket money starting it, or they knew how to get the capital from other investors. But the first one didn't look like that. The first one didn't pop off like that. They started here, they grew, and they let it go to start here, grow, and let it go. And don't be too attached to what you believe it should look like. They're just coming through really very strongly on what you believe it should look like and what it can look like. So be open to what it can look like in the beginning while holding on to what you want it to look like in the end. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. I have to end the show because I'm past 30 minutes. I'm here every Monday at noon for 30 minutes, taking your calls, answering your questions. I hope this was helpful. And remember, it's your job to create the miracles in your life. You're the only one that has control over your final decisions. You're the only one that can say when enough is enough or when you're ready to make that move. If you're not in congruency, if you're not in the flow of what you really want, if it, and I cannot stress this enough, if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't feel good, if you're left with more questions or compromises at the end of the day than you are love for it, it's time to really consider letting go of that and in a very healthy and smart way, moving into something that you really will feel better about. With all the love in my heart, make good choices. That's what I say to my nieces. Make good choices. Hugs, not drugs. Yeah, they don't find it amusing. Make those choices that are the best choices for your life, not for anybody else's life. I mean, if you have children, obviously, but make choices that make you happy, that are going to bring you fulfillment in your heart at the end of the day. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me. Until next Monday, go make some miracles.